What's up everybody and welcome to my channel Flame with a 4. In this video we're going to be installing this Seicane 9-inch head unit. Right, so this has come to me from Seicane themselves and I'm going to just do a quick review on it. This is an S6920G, so just as you can see here, and I'm going to leave a link in the description for you to click on if you want to go buy yourself one, and obviously please go and check it out. But we're going to do a review on it. I'm going to get it out of the box now just so we can see what it's like and the quality of it, and then we're going to go and switch to the car and then we're going to show you how to install it and we're going to check it out and see what it's like. So let's quickly undo the box and find out. It's such a cool unit. These are on offer at the moment, so they're actually pretty cheap. You need to just go on there and check them out really, because it's just amazing, to be fair, like what you get for the money. So it's really, really good. Right, so it comes with a user manual and then you have your warranty card, so they're providing you 1 year warranty for quality related issues, which is there. Then you just need to put your order number and all your details on the back. You also get, this is obviously the QR codes if you want to go direct to them. So if I bring that close enough, you could always pause this and scan in the QR code and then, you know, go from there. But I'll leave you all the links to their websites and all their web pages in like the link description, like I said, and then you can just click on there. We'll try and do one at the end of the video so that you can just click on that also, just to go there. But please go check it out, guys. I think this company is quality, and I think that the stuff that they produce is really good. It's just a very nice replacement. So this is going in my Mark 5 Golf. So I've got a Mark 5 Golf, which is absolutely fine to replace any of the stereo equipment there. They will also fit in the Siroccos. I know that because I know that it's the same head unit that I used from my Mark 5 Golf into my Scirocco and my Scirocco into my Mark 5 Golf. So I know that they both fit. So if you want to check out fitment guides, there is something on there where you can check it out and then have a look. So anyway, we're going to crack on and find out what's in here. So we've got loads of wires here. You can connect so many things up to these. Mine has a reversing camera on the one I've got at the moment. I know you can do the same on this. If you do like the one with the little knobs on there, you can go for the unit obviously that has those, but this one is all touchscreen, so it's completely touchscreen. It doesn't have a CD player or anything, but you know, we're in a modern world where we just connect our iPhones and all our MP3 players up and stuff like that, so we don't really need all those things. That's what we're trying to eliminate, I guess. Right, so this is the aerial wire which we're going to install. Then it comes with the plug and play. So obviously usually pretty simple. So on the Golf, which we'll show you, these should all just clip into here and then they're ready to go into the back of the head unit themselves. We will talk about a few of the wires. Like I said before, there are some on here which will take a camera. Sometimes they link up to your controls on your steering wheel. You've got them. Obviously I don't have them, but yeah, we'll go through all of that. Right, so we just got all these wires here and we'll go through the instructions on how to install it, okay? Right, so that's all the wires that it comes with, which is quite a lot of stuff. So that's quite a few things to go through. And then we also have the head unit itself. We've got the CAN bus decoder, which we'll also be putting on as well. As we take it out here, you'll see that you've got, this is basically the antenna for the GPS. So that antenna there, you just need to just feed that through the dash. You can have it on the top so you can get best signal, but I tend to just have mine tucked behind the dash and they seem to work absolutely fine. I've never had an issue with them if you don't want to take off any of your you know, your trims and stuff like that. So right, here we go. So this is the head unit itself. Very nice. You can actually see yourself in it. It's got a reflective piece on it. As you can see there, there is, it's got a bit of a shine because it's got a protective cover, but I'm not going to take that off at the moment. I'm just going to leave that on. So that is the base of the unit itself. It's got these little instrument, I guess I just say instrument, but like kind of, I'm not sure how to get the detail to show you. There is, I guess these are just, I'm not sure if these are touchscreen, they probably are. So they've got touchscreen buttons. So you've got on button, home button, looks like a reverse button, and you can turn the volume up and down. I'll try and get it nice and close so you can see. So there you go. There you are. And that is what it has there. So, and everything's on the back there for it to plug in. It's pretty basic. What we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to go and get this installed, and I'll see you guys in the car in a minute. So bye-bye. Okay guys, now that we're in the car, I'm just going to show you the stereo that is already fitted into the vehicle. So this is a replica of what you would get if you had, you know, like one of the classic models that isn't, you know, where you could get like a basic setup where this would be just a CD player and you would have like a radio. Well, this is the upgrade from that. But the one we're about to put into this is going to be another upgrade from that. So it's going to be basically a complete touchscreen here. You're not going to have any of these buttons or anything like that. So this is what you would get as a standard stereo, but obviously this wasn't fitted into this vehicle when I got it. So that is that. I'm just going to quickly show you what you need to do to be able to take this stereo out. So up here on the top, there is this like little cover. They are sometimes a bit of a nightmare to get to. All you need to do is get underneath that and then slide this out, and then you will reveal two of those screws. So we want to just get your Torques on top of there and get those two out. We're just going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll talk about what's next. Right guys, so I've just got Emma to take out the top of these screws here. So we're just kind of showing you that anybody can do this. So we're taking out this T20 Torque. So I guess it's a kind of like a star piece. I call them like star ends. And as long as you've got a T20, then you'll be able to take that out. You can get a little kit like this. That's what I tend to use, and you get all of them in there. It's around about $9.99, so they're not expensive at all. So there's the T20 there. And then once you've done that, Emma's just going to show you how we take out the top piece. So you just need to pull up the back, and then it will slide backwards, and then it should lift off like that, and then it will reveal the next bit that we need to do. So what I'm going to do is go get the trim tools for the next section, and then we will carry on with that. So see you guys in this. Okay guys, so now Emma is going to show us how we can take this top air vent section off. So this is obviously the bit here, and it joins to this section, and we just need to get that out of the way. There is trim tools needed to do this, but she's just going to show you how you can get the top section away first. So over to you, Emma. So once, as you've seen what she's just done there, so she's just pulled it so that the back section comes out. You can put trim tools under there, but you know, just giving it a little bit of a tug allows it to lift up so that the back section is released. And then she's just going to go ahead and use the trim tools on the vent. So just see if I can get a good angle so you can see her doing that. So there you go. So she's just getting it in there and lifting that section up, and then that should lift away. There you are. So then what she's going to need to do is just turn that around, and she's going to have to undo the two connections that are underneath. So this, are you going for the top one first?
Oh.
Or the little one? Yeah, go for the little one. So the little one is just two clips together, and that slides out. There you go. And then the top section is where the hazard warning light is. So all she needs to do now is just pull that section out. There's two clips either side of that, which you should just better do, and then the whole thing will come out in one. There you go. So now they're away. So we just need to tuck them out, just to put them to the side or something, and then we'll crack on with the next bit. So guys, now we're going to take out these two T20 screws. Was that T20 again, Emma?
Yeah.
Yeah, so two T20 screws. So you've got one holding this top section in here, just on top of the head unit in a corner, and then one there. And then she's just going to need to use the trim tools to get this frame off. So basically this frame here, which is around all of this, is holding everything on. So just push that in the bottom, and then just get underneath that, and then just start lifting it away slowly. That's it. And then just go all the way around with it, and then that will start to lift it away. That's it. So just hold it away and then just keep going around.
Nope. There you go.
So you're using these trim tools, guys. You're not going to damage any of your interior.
There you go.
And that's it. So that's now revealing everything else that we need. So that will reveal the 4 screws that holds the whole head unit in place. So you've got one here, there's one down here, there's one there, and then there's one there. So we're just going to get Emma to take those out, and then the head unit will slide forward. Okay, now that these screws are taken out, the head unit should just literally pull forward. So we should be able to pull the whole head unit forward and out.
Oh.
They're really not held in very well. There you go. And then that will reveal everything on the back. So we'll just pull it out, just untuck the wires there. So the wires are probably just caught behind there at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Untuck those and that will allow you to pull the head unit forward.
Oh. And here. Hang on. It's very cool.
There you go. So we'll just show you a quick setup of what we've got going on at the moment. So these are all the wires there. That's where all the pretty much the same as what we're going to install really. This one here is there we go. So this one's for the radio to put the radio in, because they have like 2 sensors in there. I'm not sure why. And then everything's there. This is the one for the satellite and everything like that. So we're just going to disconnect those. So that's quite easy to do. So you just need to unscrew the satellite one, because we're not going to be using that. And then to take out the head unit, you just need to just unclip this. If you pull that away from me, Emma, the head unit. There you go. That will clip it off there. And then that will just be plugged into there. And then we should probably have one more wire connected. There we go. So that's the wire for the reverse camera there. And then what else have we got? We've got one more left. So that's probably connected somewhere else. So we're just going to trail that wire, find out where that's going. That's going around the corner. That is probably for the USB. So that's to connect that. That'll be in the glove box. So what we'll do is we'll just go around and take that out, and then we'll come back in a moment and then we'll install the new one. Okay guys, now that the stereo is out, you just want to make sure you keep your wires as basic as possible. So the one down here, that was all trailed up, so we'll just push that down there. So once you push the stereo into place, you want to make sure that all of this and the other bits that you're going to put on are going to fit into there, so into this hole down here. You can, with your antenna, you want to just put that in through there. We've had it go through so it comes through the glove box at the moment, because what you want to do, we're not going to do it in this video, but you just want to have it so that it's up and mounted inside the top section of your you know, your vehicle. But you know, we had ours sitting in the glove box for a little while and it works absolutely fine. You can stick it to anything behind the dash and it still picks up all the GPS signals, so don't be alarmed there. Right, so this is the next piece that you need. So this is the bit that plugs into the new stereo and everything goes on there. I'm just going to show you how that works. So this will line up with these pins here. So you just need to push that into place. Make sure that this little lever thing is up, and then that will push in and click into place. And then you push that down, and then that holds it all in secure. And it's a plug and play. It is really just as simple as that. So now all those are put together. This bit here is where you can kind of have an iPod. This comes standard with the vehicle, but you know, I'm not going to be using any of that. So what I'm going to do is just tuck all that down the back, out the way. And you know, if you want to, you can either tape these together, make it really neat, but if you make it too rigid, then you won't be able to move it around. This one is for the antenna, so that will be for the radio. We're going to be showing you how to wire that up in a moment, but for now we're just going to make this a little bit tidy. This one here is for my reversing camera, so it's just one simple pin there. The power is on the reversing light, so when obviously I put it in reverse, the camera flips on and then it shows me what's going on in the back. So they're the wires there. Right, so we're going to come back in a moment, guys. Right guys, so once you are ready to test pilot your stereo, so what that means is we're going to plug it in and just test that everything works. But before we do that, we're going to take this blue cable and we're just going to slide that underneath, and that just clicks into there. Just so you've got that, and now that's all neat out the way. So we can just start to work on what we have here. So on the back here, you have got quite a few options to have stuff. So let me just quickly run through that. So if you can have like a subwoofer and stuff like that, those will plug into these, and you can have those. I don't have a sub, so I won't need to install that. I'm just going to run through a few other cables that we have. So if you want to have USBs, you have them going trailing into your glove box, which is absolutely fine. And that plug into there as well, which has got that connector there too. And then there is also, if you want to have an aux cable, you can plug that one in. You can just have aux out if you've got like an iPod. There's another one here which is for the TV and stuff like that. So I'm going to need that for the TV when I do my reversing camera one. There is another USB that it comes with, and it also comes with, oh, it's got another 2 USBs there. So obviously we're quite sorted on USBs if we need to. So we can plug our iPhones or, you know, any sort of like phone, like an Android, and that will work fine. You do also get another set of these, which is just sort of like another setup for the vehicle, which mine doesn't have. So if yours does have this, then that will be able to go in and you'll be able to run this stereo on your setup, which has those connections as well. So don't be alarmed by all the wires, guys. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to plug it in and just see if we get some kind of power. So let's just put that in to the back section there. So just make sure I get it around the right way. And then push that in. There we go. Okay guys, so after looking through, I have actually found that they do provide us with the cable to go into the aerial. So I obviously must have taken it out and not realised that I had it. So this cable here is the one that they provide in the packet. It has the blue cable on the end, which we won't need, and it just adapts. So it goes into this adapter here, which clips into there, and then you just push that in to hold that in place. And then the normal aerial end there just goes down into that slot. Okay, so once that's all done, you know, you should get a stereo of a radio signal, sorry. So just make sure that the stereo does provide a radio signal for your you know, for your car before you decide to put that in. If there's any issues, obviously you can deal with it now before you push all this behind the dash. You want to see if we got some radio playing on this, Emma? See what we got. So there you go. So we won't have it on for too long. We'll just turn that down. Just have it on fuzz or something. But yeah, there you go, because we don't want to obviously get done for copyrighted music. But there you go. Look how crystal clear that is. We're going to go and place it in there now, and then we'll get on with putting it all back together. And then once we've done that, we'll run through and do a review on it, okay? Okay guys, before we put this in, you just need to make sure that your camera is attached to the CCD AV in, which is that one there. And you really need to make sure that your this CAN bus decoder is plugged into where this white clip is here. Make sure that's in, because this is a really important thing. This tells it to turn the rear view camera on. So we'll just quickly show you a quick demo of that. So if I put the car now quickly into reverse, that should show you, if we turn the ignition on, what is at the back there. So there you go. So that's showing you the rear view camera works absolutely fine. And it also, if I take that back out of gear, that should show with the doors open and stuff like that. So there you go. So my door is open, and now it's saying it isn't. So it's got so much on it, but we'll go through that in the review. Once you're happy with everything, and then all the wires are there, you just need to kind of like keep them all tidy, and then you will need to tuck them down the back here. And then we'll get all that in there, and then we'll show you putting it back together. Okay, guys? Sit back into the slot and give it a test run. There we go. I'm just going to place it in there, and then we're going to just turn the ignition on just to see if we've got power on and power off. This is the main important checks you want to do before anything. So, right, so there you go. So that's it powering up. And then once you've turn the ignition off and you take the key out, you want the unit to turn off like it would do in a normal vehicle, which it does. So there you go. So that's all the checks that you need for you to be able to now start putting it back. Right, so once the head unit is in place, all you need to do is pop your T20 Torque screws there. Again, just tighten it all up. Make sure that everything is secure. Here we go. So you've got to make sure it all lines up there and that it fits flush. Once you've done that, then we'll just need to pop the cover back on, and then we'll just need to put the top piece back into place. So we'll just do that right now. Okay guys, so once all this is now been put into place, what you need to do is just finish putting this piece back on. The best thing to do, don't line this bit up first. Line up the base after you've clipped all your connectors in, and then put it down. And then when you've got it in place here, push those connectors in with your finger, or you can use a screwdriver or something like the trim tools, and just click it out into place, and that's it. It's as simple as that. What you need to do is obviously put the cover back on, which I've just got back here. I'll just quickly grab it. Just get the base out. So the cover goes on, slides in that way, and then pushes down. Put your 2 screws back in, and then put this back on, and then you're done. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and set your notifications for my new video coming soon on how to use this Android S6920G head unit.